The president, Joe Biden, spent his first few hours on the job issuing a flurry of executive orders on immigration, climate change, and the coronavirus. He issued a mask mandate for federal buildings and for all public transportation between states. He asked agencies to extend moratoriums on evictions and extend the payment and interest freeze on student loans. Biden will restore the National Security Council pandemic unit that was disbanded by former President Donald Trump and will begin re-engaging with the World Health Organization. The president is also moving quickly to reverse his predecessor's immigration agenda. He put a stop to construction of the border wall, paused some deportations for his first 100 days, has called on Congress to strengthen DACA, and has ended the so-called Muslim ban. The United States has also rejoined the Paris Climate Agreement and has revoked the permit for the Keystone Oil Pipeline. As for today, President Biden is using his first full day in office to announce this country's first national strategy for fighting COVID. It comes through a series of executive orders and directives as the U.S. sets another record for daily deaths. Topping the list, expanding emergency relief to states and exercising the Defense Production Act to make up for shortfalls in equipment. The White House says it also plans to launch a comprehensive vaccination program involving FEMA and other public health agencies like the CDC. The panel will also be established to help expand testing treatment and the healthcare workforce. The president will direct the Department of Education to provide guidance on how to safely reopen and operate schools, and will call on the agency that oversees workplace safety to clarify its guidelines for employers. We are also told the administration will establish a task force to address inequities and how the virus affects communities of color and other underserved groups. Joe, it seems so, what's the word? It's so simple. He's actually getting to work and fighting the coronavirus on every level.
Well, he's actually doing what a lot of people have been begging
literally begging
Trump to do since early March of last year. He just wouldn't do it because he didn't want, even though he said, I'm a wartime president, he did not want to take the responsibility, and they passed it over to states who were just ill-equipped to do many of these things. Willie, it is interesting, a lot done yesterday, but a lot done with a signature by the President of the United States. We have been a nation of that's been run by executive orders for the most part over the past 10 years, the last 4 years of Donald Trump, the last 6 years of Barack Obama, with very few exceptions. It seems to me the great challenge for Joe Biden is going to be actually passing legislation, getting that split, 50-50 split Senate and that split House of Representatives, getting them to come together on some of these bills. And there's some opportunities. The DACA program strikes me as being an opportunity that Joe Biden's going to be able to find 50 in the Senate. Going to be able to get a majority in the House, no doubt. A lot of people have been talking about infrastructure week for the past 4 years. There's a great infrastructure bill that's ready to be passed, and also other reforms. The John Lewis Voting Rights Act, a lot of right-wing Republicans won't like that, but there certainly will be a majority for the John Lewis Voting Rights Act as well. If Americans want to get to a stage where executive orders signed by the last president are not done away with the first day of the next administration, well, they need to talk to their lawmakers, and they need to encourage them to actually pass legislation.